Hey everyone, Roger here. Today I just wanted to talk a little bit about letting go because it's really hard for some people to let go of their past, especially if it's a dark past. And I had many of those. One of the problems I had though, before I started to realize everything about life, was that I was trapped. I was trapped in my past, and whether it was a relationship, whether it was my successful business that I had, and it was just tough to let go of those things because I kept looking back at it and I was like, how did things go wrong? What did I do wrong? And I couldn't get that out of my head. And that is the reason why I kept carrying it with me along my journey. And the problem about that, now that I realize it, is that, they are almost like chains wrapped around your ankles and they're weighing you down. So the more weight you have, the slower you are going to be able to move forward because it's holding you back, right? Not until I had my accident and, I started to realize, like, what are the things that I need to do so that I can move forward faster. I wanted my life to change. And another thing that was holding me back was, before I healed myself, was I kept looking back at how I wanted to be my old self again before my accident. I thought that version of Roger was supposedly, the better version of Roger, or the regular Roger, and I just wanted to go back to that Roger, and I because I didn't see myself getting any better. So, but it was the complete. I wouldn't say complete, but it was the wrong way to think, because I didn't realize that there was a better version of myself that I could actually keep work. If I worked on myself every single day, I would be better than that version of that Roger, right? The Roger that kept thinking about the past, kept thinking about, like, you know, if I had a chance, I would go back and I would fix things, but we have to take it and look at it as, these lessons or these experiences that we have, are things that are part of our chapter that are going to teach us certain things, right? So that when we are able to when we get a little bit older and we start moving a little bit further along our journey, we're going to take these experiences that we learned, and hopefully, we learn something from it so that the next time it comes around, and most likely it probably will, then you'll be able to know what to do during that time, right? And I think the hardest thing for most people to let go is if you lost someone close to your family, or a close friend, and those are the things that, like, we're human, right? And we have a heart for these people. So those are definitely going to take some time. So if you are going through that right now, if you had lost someone from your family, or a close family friend or something, give don't try to force yourself and tell yourself, I have to move forward, and because those things are really hard to let go, so you have to give yourself some time for your heart to heal. And they're always going to be in your memory, right? But you're just going to have to, there's a time and place for everything, and that time will come for you. But if you're in a situation where you're trying to find yourself in a better place, where you believe that, these dark things in your past are just holding you back from moving forward, you have that choice to tell yourself that, what, I do want to see a better version of myself. I do want to see better days, and the only way you're going to be able to advance forward is that if you start letting these dark memories from your past, go bit by bit, right? Because the more you let go, the less weight you'll be carrying with you moving forward, and you'll be able to see those differences. Once you start letting go of those things from the past, right, that are holding you down, then you're going to be able to see, these doors are going to open for you, and your path is going to get bigger, right? It's not going to be like this thin line that you're walking on. It's going to be this wide path that you can see yourself walking on. And as you let go of more of your past, this path is going to get wider, and it's going to branch off into more opportunities for yourself. Because if you're walking forward and you're carrying along with you your past and all those mistakes that you did, that you keep thinking about, then how are these new doors going to open for you? Because you don't want to walk into a new door and carry, you know, these things that are you're thinking about all the time, because the whole point is to actually just try to create a new you, right? If you're bringing that past along with you, it's not going to be a new you. There's still going to be those pieces that are not making you think in the right direction. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, some of the things are hard. I mean, I'm not saying that, you should let go of all your memories and let go of, all those, because they are still pieces of your chapter, of your journey that you should always cherish, right? But in order for you to get to the next level, in order for you to start seeing a better version of yourself, these are the things that you must do to so that you can get that clear path to open up for you, right? Because the more you think about these dark things and these mistakes in your past, it's going to be that much harder for you to experience that new version of yourself that you're seeking for, right? And especially if these memories and mistakes are you're thinking about it every single day. It's just it's going to be that much harder to move forward. You know what I'm saying? So try letting, if you have a lot, like a lot of things that you think about in the past, then let go of bit by bit. You don't have to let them all go all at once, because that's pretty hard to do. So, like, start off with something small, right? Because the ones you think about the most, that hurt you the most, those are going to be the hardest ones to let go. So if you have one that on the top of your list that doesn't bother you too much, but you still think about, try letting that go first, right? And then once you start getting the hang of letting go, the easier it's going to be. And once you get yourself into a routine where you're just like, you know what, maybe it's not going to be so hard to let go of that dark past, then you're going to feel it. You're going to notice the difference, that when you start moving forward, it's going to feel like a fresh new you, right? So this is something that I learned, especially when my mindset is always move forward and keep taking those steps. And I try not to look back at my yesterdays. I try not to look back at what happened last year, unless it's something positive, obviously, because I want to carry anything positive with me going forward. But I got the hang of it. I built that system up here in my mind, so that I can always remind myself that that my future is ahead of me. Everything that I've experienced already, that's my past, right? And I'm thankful, I'm grateful that I had those experiences, because all those experiences created who I am today, right? So if you're looking for that path to open up for you, try at least to start letting go of those bad memories, those bad relationships, those mistakes that you made, and you're gonna feel yourself, you're gonna free up so much of that negativity that's bringing you down, right? That dead weight that I was talking about, right? So you want to let that go to free yourself, so that you can continue to move forward, and then look forward to that new you, that better version of yourself. Because one day when you get there, you're gonna tell yourself and say, you know what, I'm so thankful that I was able to let go, because I feel like a completely different person. So hopefully you have a great day. I hope this video helped. Remember, your mind matters, and don't forget, always love yourself. Take care. Bye bye.